This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Oil and filter change. Open the bonnet by pulling the lever in the driver's footwell and releasing the underbonnet catch. Remove the prop from the storage clip and position it to support the bonnet. Apply the handbrake, chock the rear wheels, position the head of the jack under the centre of the front subframe, then raise the vehicle and support it on axle stands located under the reinforced jacking point each side. Remove the oil filler cap from the oil filler tube at the front of the engine. Note that the dipstick is part of the oil filler cap. Position a suitable drain container under the oil filter, located at the front of the engine. Slacken the clamp and disconnect the charge air pipe to improve access to the oil filter. Place a cloth around the oil filter. Use an oil filter removal tool to slacken the filter initially, then unscrew it by hand the rest of the way. Position it with its open end uppermost to prevent further spillage of oil, then empty the oil from the old filter into the container. Move the drain container under the sump drain plug, then using an 8mm square bit, unscrew the oil sump plug. If possible, try to keep the plug pressed into the sump while unscrewing it by hand the last few turns. Allow some time for the oil to drain, noting that it may be necessary to reposition the container as the oil flow slows to a trickle. Remove the old sealing washer. It may still be attached to the sump plug or, as in this case, stuck to the bottom of the sump. Clean the sump plug and fit a new sealing washer. Clean the area around the drain plug opening and refit the plug complete with a new washer. Tighten the drain plug securely, preferably to the specified torque, using a torque wrench. Remove the rag. If it's still clean, use it to remove any oil, dirt and sludge from the filter sealing area on the engine. Check the old filter to make sure that the rubber sealing ring has not stuck to the engine. If it has, carefully remove it. Apply a light coating of clean engine oil to the sealing ring on the new filter, then screw the filter into position on the engine. Lightly tighten the filter until its sealing ring contacts the block, and then tighten it through a further 2/3 of a turn. Tighten the filter firmly by hand only. Don't use any tools. Refit the charge air pipe and tighten the clamp. Remove the old oil and all tools from under the vehicle and lower it to the ground. Remove the oil filler cap and dipstick entirely and place a funnel in the opening. Pour in half the specified quantity of oil first and then wait a few minutes for the oil to drain into the sump. Continue to add oil, a small quantity at a time, until the level is up to the lower mark on the dipstick. Adding approximately a further 1 litre will bring the level up to the upper mark on the dipstick. Refit the oil filler cap when the correct level is achieved. Stop the engine and wait a few minutes for the oil to settle in the sump once more. With the new oil circulated and the filter now completely full, recheck the level on the dipstick and add more oil as necessary.